reaching for the dial in the 3 a.m. blue, trying to find a frequency that leads me back to you. I remember how your laughter used to cut through every storm, a signal loud and crystal clear, a place to keep me warm. But the further that I drive away, the more the signal dies. Now I'm chasing ghosts of melodies beneath these hollow skies. Now it's just static on the radio, white noise in my head. Everything we live for and all the things we said are dissolving in the distance, breaking into gray. Just a hum against the silence as I watch you fade away. I'm listening for a heartbeat in the middle of the blur. It's just static on the radio. Right where you used to be. Dashboard lights are flickering like memories on a screen. I'm caught in all the empty space, the if and might have been. I thought our love was anchored, a tower built to last. But the air is getting thinner and the years are moving fast. I can almost hear you calling, just a whisper in the grain. But the feedback starts to swallow up the sound of your name. Is it me that's out of range, or did the station change its tune? I'm a lonely satellite orbiting a cold and quiet moon, searching for a chorus that we both used to know. But there's nothing but the winter wind and the rush of the plateau. Dissolving in the distance, breaking into gray. Just a hum against the silence as I watch you fade away. I'm listening for a heartbeat in the middle of the blur, but it's just static on the radio. Right where you used to be. I'm still turning the knob, hoping for a song, but the airwaves are empty and the road is too long. reaching for the dial in the 3 a.m. blue, trying to find a frequency that leads me back to you. I remember how your laughter used to cut through every storm, a signal loud and crystal clear, a place to keep me warm. But the further that I drive away, the more the signal dies. Now I'm chasing ghosts of melodies beneath these hollow skies. Now it's just static on the radio, white noise in my head. Everything we live for and all the things we said are dissolving in the distance, breaking into gray. Just a hum against the silence as I watch you fade away. I'm listening for a heartbeat in the middle of the blur, but it's just static on the radio, right where you used to be. The dashboard lights are flickering like memories on a screen. I'm caught in all the empty space, the if and might have been. I thought our love was anchored, a tower built to last, but the air is getting thinner and the years are moving fast. I can almost hear you calling, just a whisper in the grain, but the feedback starts to swallow up the sound of your name. Is it me that's out of range, or did the station change its tune? I'm a lonely satellite orbiting a cold and quiet moon, searching for a chorus that we both used to know. But there's nothing but the winter wind and the rush of the plateau. Everything we live for and all the things we said are dissolving in the distance, breaking into gray. Just a hum against the silence as I watch you fade away. I'm listening for a heartbeat in the middle of the blur, but it's just static on the radio, right where you used to be. I'm still turning the knob, hoping for a song, but the airwaves are empty and the road is too long. curtain, haven't moved in days. The dust is settling slow. I'm sitting in the quiet spot where we used to watch the glow of the streetlights on the ceiling, like stars inside our room. But now the air is heavy with the scent of faded bloom. I reach across the pillow, but the sheets are crisp and cold. Just a hollow space where all our secrets used to be told. And I'm just breathing into the void, breathing into the dark, trying to light a fire without a single spark. Every exhale is a question that the silence won't repeat. Just the sound of my own ghost walking on unsteady feet. I'm giving all my oxygen to a ghost that isn't there. Yeah, I'm just breathing into the void and tasting empty air. Speak your name out loud to see if it still fits, but the walls just eat the echo and the shadows pull at it. It's a strange kind of exhaustion to miss someone this deep, like running through a forest while you're falling fast asleep. The oxygen is thinner now, the world is turning gray. I'm exhaling the memories that I wish would stay. They say that nothing's ever lost, it only changes form. But how am I supposed to breathe inside this quiet storm? If energy is constant, then where did yours all go? I'm shouting at the nothingness, but the nothingness says no. Without a single spark, every exhale is a question that the silence won't repeat. Just the sound of my own ghost walking on unsteady feet. I'm giving all my oxygen to a ghost that isn't there. Yeah, I'm just breathing into the void and tasting empty air. In and out, again and now, I'm still here, but I don't know why. Just breathing into mountains haven't moved in days. The dust is settling slow. I'm sitting in the quiet spot where we used to watch the glow of the streetlights on the ceiling, like stars inside our room. But now the air is heavy with the scent of faded bloom. I reach across the pillow, but the sheets are crisp and cold. Just a hollow space where all our secrets used to be told. And I'm just breathing into the void, breathing into the dark, trying to light a fire without a single spark. Every exhale is a question that the silence won't repeat. Just the sound of my own ghost walking on unsteady feet. I'm giving all my oxygen to a ghost that isn't there. Yeah, I'm just breathing into the void and tasting empty air. Try to speak your name out loud to see if it still fits, but the walls just eat the echo and the shadows pull at it. It's a strange kind of exhaustion to miss someone this deep, like running through a forest while you're falling fast asleep. The oxygen is thinner now, the world is turning gray. I'm exhaling the memory that I wish would stay. They say that nothing's ever lost, it only changes form. But how am I supposed to breathe inside this quiet storm? If energy is constant, then where did yours all go? I'm shouting at the nothingness, but the nothingness says no. Without a single spark, every exhale is a question that the silence won't repeat. Just the sound of my own ghost walking on unsteady feet. I'm giving all my oxygen to a ghost that isn't there. Yeah, I'm just breathing into the void, tasting empty air. In and out, again and out. I'm still here, but I don't know why. Just breathing into the void underneath the hollow sky. floorboards still remember the rhythm of your stride, but the dust is settling softly on the secrets that we hide. I walk past the kitchen window where the morning light used to fall. Now there's a shadow of a memory leaning up against the wall. I'm pacing through the pantry, I'm wandering the hall, but I'm the only one who answers whenever I should call. Now I'm just tracing footprints in an empty house, looking for the heartbeat of a quiet, lonely mouse. The carpet holds the pressure where you used to stand and dream, but now the silence is so loud, it's starting to scream. I'm following the patterns of a ghost I can't let go, just chasing down the footprints in the house we used to know. There's a mark upon the doorframe where we measured out our years. Now it's just a jagged line blurred by 1,000 tears. The scent of your perfume is hanging by a silver thread, while I'm sleeping on the left side of a double-sized bed. I see the path you took to leave, etched into the wood. I'd scrub the floors to bone and ash to fix it if I could. Rooms don't die, they just go cold. The stories stop being told, and the walls begin to shrink, while I sit alone and think that a home is just a box of air the second that you isn't there. Yeah, I'm just tracing footprints in an empty house, looking for the heartbeat of a quiet, lonely mouse. The carpet holds the pressure where you used to stand and dream, but now the silence is so loud, it's starting to scream. I'm following the patterns of a ghost I can't let go, just chasing down the footprints in the house we used to know. Into the quiet. The hallway floorboards still remember the rhythm of your stride, but the dust is settling softly on the secrets that we hide. I walk past the kitchen window where the morning light used to fall. Now there's a shadow of a memory leaning up against the wall. I'm pacing through the pantry, I'm wandering the hall, but I'm the only one who answers whenever I should call. Now I'm just tracing footprints in an empty house, looking for the heartbeat of a quiet, lonely mouth. The carpet holds the pressure where you used to stand and dream, and now the silence is so loud, starting to scream. I'm following the patterns of a ghost I can't let go, just chasing down the footprints in the house we used to know. There's a mark upon the door frame where we measured out our years. Now it's just a jagged line blurred by 1,000 tears. The scent of your perfume is hanging by a silver thread, while I'm sleeping on the left side of a double-sized bed. I see the path you took to leave, etched into the wood. Scrub the floors to bone and dash to fix it if I could. Rooms don't die, they just go cold. The stories stop being told and the walls begin to shrink, while I sit alone and think that a home is just a box of air the second that you isn't there. Looking for the heartbeat of a quiet, lonely mouth. The carpet holds the pressure where you used to stand and dream, but now the silence is so loud, it's starting to scream. I'm following the patterns of a ghost I can't let go, just chasing down the footprints in the house we used to know. Held us told, nowhere left to go, just a hollow trail and a heart so frail. Left, right, left, into the quiet. Turn the television off to hear my own mind speak, but the quiet adds a weight to it that makes my knees feel weak. The clock upon the mantelpiece is ticking like a drum, beating out the rhythm of the person I've become. I used to love the stillness when you were sleeping, darling. silence is too loud tonight. It's ringing in my ears, a symphony of everything I haven't said in years. It's the sound of your key never turning in the light, the ghost of your laughter at 3 o'clock, begging for a thunderstorm or a siren in the street, because the silence is too loud and it's tasting like defeat. I dropped a spoon this morning and the clatter felt like grace, a momentary shatter in this hollow space. But the echo died so quickly, swallowed by the grave. Like every word I shouted as I watched you drive away. I'm drowning in the nothing, I'm gasping for a noise, searching for the resonance of your steady, gentle voice. They say that silence is a virtue, they say that it is gold, but they never lived in a story that's waiting to be told. It's a vacuum in the hallway, it's a pressure in my chest, it's the heaviest of burdens when you're trying to find rest. Turning in the light, the ghost of your laughter at 3 o'clock. I'm begging for a thunderstorm or a siren in the street, because the silence is too loud and it's tasting like defeat. Can you hear it? The sound of you not being here. It's deafening. It's crystal clear. The silence is too loud. Turn the television off to hear my own mind speak, but the quiet has a way to it that makes my knees feel weak. The clock upon the mantelpiece is ticking like a drum, beating out the rhythm of the person I've become. I used to love the stillness when you were sleeping down the hall, but now the air is screaming from every vacant wall. Oh, the silence is too loud tonight, it's ringing in my ears, a symphony of everything I'm begging for a thunderstorm or a siren in the street, because the silence is too loud and it's tasting like defeat. Dropped a spoon this morning and the clatter felt like grace, a momentary shadow in this hollow, hallowed space. But the echo died so quickly, swallowed by the gray. Like every word I shouted as I watched you drive away, I'm drowning in the nothing. I'm gasping for a noise, searching for the resonance of your steady, gentle voice. They say that silence is a virtue. They say that it is gold, but they never lived in a story that's waiting to be told. It's a vacuum in the hallway, it's the pressure in my chest, it's the heaviest of burdens when you're trying to find rest. I'm begging for a thunderstorm or a siren in the street, because the silence is too loud and it's tasting like defeat. The coffee's gone cold in a chip ceramic cup. I'm watching the morning, but I'm not waking up. The sky is a color I've never seen before, a shade of goodbye leaking under the door. I feel like a kite with a string that just snapped in a beautiful sky, but I've never felt more trapped. And I'm pale blue drifting lost in the haze, counting the wreckage of our yesterdays. No anchor below me, no stars up above, just the weightless remains of a heavy kind of love. I'm floating away where the air is too thin, pale blue drifting. Where do I begin? Your name is a pebble I keep under my tongue, a song that I whisper but it can't be unsung. The world down below looks so small and so neat, while I'm lost in the layers of this bitter cold sheet. I thought we were solid, I thought we were ground, but I'm miles in the air and I can't hear a sound. Is there a place where the gravity takes hold, where the blue turns to silver and the silver turns to gold? Or am I just destined to wander the mist, a ghost of a feeling that shouldn't exist? Fading out slowly into the white, pale blue, drifting. Coffee's gone cold in a chipped ceramic cup. I'm watching the morning, but I'm not waking up. The sky is a color I've never seen before, a shade of goodbye leaking under the door. I feel like a kite with a string that just snapped in a beautiful sky, but I've never felt more trapped. And I'm pale blue drifting, lost in the haze, counting the wreckage of our yesterday. No pale I keep under my tongue, a song that I whisper, but it can't be unsung. The world down below looks so small and so neat, while I'm lost in the layers of this bitter cold sheet. I thought we were solid, I thought we were ground, but I'm miles in the air and I can't hear a sound. Is there a place where the gravity takes hold, where the blue turns to silver and the silver turns to gold? Or am I just destined to wander the mist, a ghost of a feeling now slowly exhaling? Yeah, I'm pale blue drifting, lost in the haze, counting the wreckage of our yesterday. No anchor below me, no stars up above, just the weightless remains of a heavy kind of love. I'm floating away where the air is too thin, pale blue drifting. Where do I begin? Just a speck in the distance, watching the light fading out slowly into the white, pale blue, pale blue, drifting. The gears are grinding tight in the middle of the night. I'm staring at the ceiling in the pale reflected light. The pendulum is swinging like a heavy golden blade, cutting through the promises that you and I once made. I remember when a minute felt like something we could hold, but now the seconds shatter and the room is turning cold. And I'm just sitting here watching the clock unwind, looking for the pieces of the heart I left behind. Every tick is a memory, every talk is a regret. trying to remember what I'm supposed to forget. The hands are moving backwards, maybe I've gone blind, just a lonely soul, watching the clock unwind. I tried to stop the spin, try to hold the metal still, but time is just a river, flowing dark against my will. It's tracing back the seasons to the day we first began, back before the hourglass ran out of all its sand. I see us in the kitchen, I see us in the rain, for the steady rhythm turned into this steady pain. If I could turn the spring until the coil finally break, would it wash away the shadows and the gravity of mistake? Or would I just be frozen in a moment made of stone, while the universe keeps moving and I'm left here all alone? Is a memory, every talk is a regret, trying to remember what I'm supposed to forget. The hands are moving backward, maybe I've gone blind, just a lonely soul, watching the clock unwind. 11, 10, 9, I'm running out of time. 8, 7, 6, nothing left to fix, just the silence in between, and the space where we have been. Grinding tired in the middle of the night, I'm staring at the ceiling in the pale reflected light. The pendulum is swinging like a heavy golden blade, cutting through the promises that you and I once made. I remember when a minute felt like something we could hold, but now the second shadow, and the room is turning cold. And I'm just sitting here, watching the clock unwind, looking for the pieces of the heart I left behind. Every tick is a memory, every talk is a regret, trying to remember what I'm supposed to forget. The hands are moving backward, or maybe I've gone blind. Just a lonely soul, watching the clock unwind. Try to stop the spinning, try to hold the metal still, but time is just a river, flowing dark against my will. It's tracing back the seasons to the day we first began, back before the hourglass ran out of all its sand. I see us in the kitchen, I see us in the rain, before the steady rhythm turned into this steady pain. If I could turn the spring until the coil finally breaks, would it wash away the shadow and the gravity of mistakes? Be frozen in a moment made of stone, while the universe keeps moving and I'm left here all alone. Clock unwind, looking for the pieces of the heart I left behind. Every tick is a memory, every talk is a regret, trying to remember what I'm supposed to forget. The hands are moving backward, maybe I've gone blind. Just a lonely soul, watching the clock unwind. Yeah, I'm just sitting here, watching the clock unwind, looking for the pieces of the heart I left behind. Every tick is a memory, every talk is a regret, trying to remember what I'm supposed to forget. The hands are moving backward, or maybe I've gone blind. Just a lonely soul, watching the clock unwind. 11, 10, 9. I'm running out of time. 8, 7, 6. Nothing left to fix, just the silence in between, and the space where we have been. left inside the book you never read. The ink was dark and steady, like the words we should have said. I tried to trace the letters, to feel the way you move, but my vision started blurring in the hollow of the groove. A single spark of salt and water fell from off my face, and now the I love you is just a ghost I can't erase. Now it's all ink, blots and teardrops on a page of faded white, a map of every argument and every lonely night. The blue is bleeding purple, the black is turning gray, just like the way we started to slowly wash away. I'm reading through the wreckage of a story left behind, with ink, blots and teardrops, and a piece I'll never find. Your signature is shivering where the paper got too wet, a jagged little souvenir of a sun that's finally set. I try to blot the damage with the corner of my sleeve, but you can't fix the fabric when it's time for one to leave. The more I try to save it, the more the meanings run, until the poem is over before it's even begun. Is it better to have written it in pencil on the wall? Something easy to recover, something small enough to fall. But we use permanent intentions and a heavy-weighted pen, and now the page is ruined and we're just strangers once again. And teardrops on a page of faded white, a map of every argument and every lonely night. The blue is bleeding purple, the black is turning gray, just like the way we started to slowly wash away. I'm reading through the wreckage of a story left behind, with ink, blots and teardrops, and a piece I'll never find. The ink is running dry now, the paper's torn in two, just a stain upon the memory of me and you. Ink, blots, teardrops, the rest is just empty. looked inside the book you never read. The ink was dark and steady, like the words we should have said. I tried to trace the letter, to feel the way you move, but my vision started blurring in the hollow of the groove. A single spark of salt and water fell from off my face, and now the I love you is just a ghost I can't erase. Now it's all in blood and teardrops on a page of faded white, a map of every argument and every lonely night. The blue is bleeding purple, the black is turning gray, just like the way we started to slowly wash away. I'm reading through the wreckage of a story left behind, with ink blots and teardrops, and a peace I'll never find. Your signature is shivering where the paper got too wet, a jagged little souvenir of a sun that's finally set. I tried to blot the damage with the corner of my sleeve, but you can't fix the fabric when it's time for one to leave. The more I try to save it, the more the meanings run, until the poem is over before it's even begun. Is it better to have written it in pencil on the wall, something easy to recover, something small enough to fall? But we use permanent intentions and a heavy-weighted pen, and now the page is ruined and we're just strangers once again. Teardrops on a page of faded white, a map of every argument and every lonely night. The blue is bleeding purple, the black is turning gray, just like the way we started to slowly wash away. I'm reading through the wreckage of a story left behind, with ink blots and teardrops, and a peace I'll never find. The ink is running dry now, the paper's torn in two, just a stain upon the memory of me and you. Ink blots, teardrops, the rest is just empty. touch the opposite wall. The space is a fraction, it's nothing at all. Four corners of plaster, a rug on the floor, and the hook where your jacket don't hang anymore. They say it's cozy, they say it's a nest, but there's a cold wind blowing right through my chest. I thought a small place would be easier to fill, but the less space I have, the more I feel the chill. It's a small room, but a bit kinda lonely. I'm surrounded by used to be, and if only I can cross the whole floor in 2 steps or 3. But I can't find the distance between you and me. The ceiling is low, but the shadow is vast. I'm living in a present that's built out of the past. In this tiny little box, there's no place left to hide from a small room with a big absence inside. Coffee, I'm sitting in your chair, and the silence is heavy as the dust in the air. If I stretch out my arms, I can touch every side, but I can't reach the part of me that's hollow and wide. Ghost is a giant, it takes up the hall. It's leaning its weight up against every wall. I'm cramped in the corner, I'm gasping for breath, in a square foot of living and a mile of this death. How can a vacuum feel heavy as lead? How can a kingdom fit under a bed? The walls are closing in, but the center is wide. I'm rattling like a stone in a jar deep inside. It's a small room, but a bit kinda lonely. I'm surrounded by used to be, and if only I can cross a whole floor in 2 steps or 3. But I can't find the distance between you and me. The ceiling is low, but the shadow is vast. I'm living in a present that's built out of the past. In this tiny little box, there's no place left to hide from a small room with a big absence inside. 6 feet by 10, and I'm lonely again. The walls are so thin, but they won't let you in. Just me and the empty in this small, small room. I can reach from the bed and touch the opposite wall. The space is a fraction, it's nothing at all. Four corners of plaster, a rug on the floor, and the hook where your jacket don't hang anymore. They say it's cozy, they say it's a nest, but there's a cold wind blowing right through my chest. I thought a small place would be easier to fill, but the less space I have, the more I feel the chill. It's a small room, but a big kind of lonely. I'm surrounded by used to be, and if only I can cross the whole floor in 2 steps or 3. But I can't find the distance between you and me. The ceiling is low, but the shadow is vast. I'm living in a present that's built out of the past. In this tiny little box, there's no place left to hide from a small room with a big absence inside. I'm making 1 coffee, I'm sitting in your chair, and the silence is heavy as the dust in the air. If I stretch out my arms, I can touch every side, but I can't reach the part of me that's hollow and wide. Your ghost is a giant, it takes up the hall. It's leaning its weight up against every wall. I'm cramped in the corner, gasping for breath in a square foot of living and a mile of this death. How can a vacuum feel heavy as lead? How can a kingdom fit under a bed? The walls are closing in, but the center is wide. I'm rattling like a stone in a jar deep inside. It's a small room, but a big kind of lonely. I'm surrounded by used to be, and if only I can cross the whole floor in 2 steps or 3. But I can't find the distance between you and me. The shadow is vast. I'm living in a present that's built out of the past. In this tiny little box, there's no place left to hide from a small room with a big absence inside. 6 feet by 10, and I'm lonely again. The walls walls are so thin, but they won't let you in. Just me and the empty in this small, small room. The clouds moved in early, a charcoal and slate. Now I'm just sitting here, resigned to my fate. The windows are weeping, the garden is drowned, and my soul is just searching for a familiar sound. You were the sunlight, the break in the haze. Now I'm just counting these rhythmic gray days. I'm tucked in the corner where the rafters are low. Listen to the only song I still know, and it sounds like rain on a tin roof heart, a steady drum beat pulling me apart. Cold and metallic, hollow and loud, chasing the shadow of a heavy dark cloud. There's no place to run, there's no place to dry, when the ceiling is leaking the tears of the sky. Just a lonely rhythm, a soul torn apart, like the sound of the rain on a tin roof heart. Every drop is a memory of how we let go, of a plate sure reminder of the things we both know. It's a lonesome vibration that shakes through my bones, 1,000 tiny hammers in a house of cold stones. I try to turn up the music to drown out the night, but the storm has a way of stealing the light. It's a beautiful sadness, a peaceful despair, just a wash of the water and the scent of the air. They say that the rain makes the flowers bloom red, but it's only water in the things that we've said. It's soaking the floorboards and staining the wood. I'd stop the downpour right now if I could, but the metal is thin and the sky is too wide, and there's nowhere for a broken spirit to hide. clouds moved in early, a charcoal and slate. Now I'm just sitting here, resigned to my fate. The windows are weeping, the garden is drowned, and my soul is just searching for a familiar sound. You were the sunlight, the break in the haze. Now I'm just counting these remaining gray days. I'm tucked in the corner where the rafters are low. Listen to the only song I still know. And it sounds like rain on a tin roof heart, a steady drumbeat pulling me apart. Cold and metallic, hollow and loud, chasing the shadow of a heavy dark cloud. There's no place to run, and there's no place to dry, when the ceiling is leaking the tears of the sky. Just a lonely rhythm, a soul torn apart, like the sound of the rain on a tin roof heart. Every drop is a memory of how we let go, a poultice, a reminder of the things we both know. It's a lonesome vibration that shakes through my bones, 1,000 tiny hammers in a house of cold stones. I try to turn up the music to drown out the night, but the storm has a way of stealing the light. It's a beautiful sadness, a peaceful despair, just a wash of the water and the scent of the air. They say that the rain makes the flowers bloom red, but it's only water in the things that we said. It's soaking the floorboards and staining the wood. I'd stop the downpour right now if I could, but the metal is thin and the sky is too wide, and there's nowhere for a broken spirit to hide. Steady drumbeat pulling me apart. Cold and metallic, hollow and loud, chasing the shadow of a heavy dark cloud. There's no place to run, and there's no place to dry. When the ceiling is leaking the tears of the sky, just a lonely rhythm, a soul torn apart, like the sound of the rain on a tin roof heart. Drip, drop, it never seems to stop. Patter on the metal, wait for the dust to settle. Just the rain. And the old familiar pain. The thermometer is dipping past a number I can bear. There's a silver kind of silence in the bitter morning air. I saw the frost across the window, etching patterns on the glass, watching all the shivering people as they hurry up and pass. I went to reach inside the closet where the wool and leather hang, but the empty wire hangers hit the wall with a hollow clang. I remember how you'd wrap me in that heavy tan lapel. You smell like cedar forest and the secrets we would tell. When the wind came off the river, I was safe inside your sleep. I never thought the seasons had a reason just to leave. Now the sky is wide and heavy, and the ground is hard as stone, and I'm learning what it's like to face the mercury alone. And it's a long, cold winter without your coat, with a jagged piece of ice sticking in my throat. The wind cuts through my sweater like I'm made of paper thin. Since I haven't got your arms to keep the shivering from coming in, I'm walking through the snowfall, just a ghost in a remote frozen world of winter without your coat. I see a couple on the corner, sharing warmth beneath the scarf, and it feels like someone's tearing a hole right through my heart. I used to laugh at January, I used to love the bite, because we tangle up our frozen toes beneath the sheets at night. But now the radiator's hissing like a snake upon the floor, and the draft is screaming lonely through the cracks beside the door. say the spring is coming, that the buried things will grow, but they don't see me sinking underneath this drift of snow. No amount of fire and no amount of tea can fix the way the shivering is taking hold of me. Oh, yeah, it's a long, cold winter without your coat, with a jagged piece of ice sticking in my throat. The wind cuts through my sweater like I'm made of paper thin. Since I haven't got your arms to keep the shivering from coming in, I'm walking through the snowfall, just a ghost in a remote frozen world of winter without your coat. My breath is turning into clouds, but you're not there to see. The white is turning into gray, and the ice is catching me. So cold, so blue, a winter without your coat. And a the thermometer is dipping past the number I can bear. There's a silver kind of silence in the bitter morning air. I saw the frost across the window, etching patterns on the glass, watching all the shivering people as they hurry up and pass. I went to reach inside the closet where the wool and leather hang, but the empty wire hangers hit the wall with a hollow clang. I remember how you'd wrap me in that heavy tan lapel. You smelled like cedar forests and the secrets we would tell. When the wind came off the river, I was safe inside your sleep. I never thought the seasons had a reason just to leave. Now the sky is wide and heavy, and the ground is hard as stone, and I'm learning what it's like to face the mercury alone. And it's a long, cold winter without your coat, with a jagged piece of ice sticking in my throat. The wind cuts through my sweater like I'm made of paper thin. Since I haven't got your arms to keep the shivering from coming in, I'm walking through the snowfall, just a ghost in a remote, frozen world of winter without your coat. I see a couple on the corner, sharing warmth beneath a scarf, and it feels like someone's tearing a hole right through my heart. I used to laugh at January, I used to love the bite, because we tangle up our frozen toes beneath the sheets at night. But now the radiator's hissing like a snake upon the floor, and the draft is screaming lonely through the cracks beside the door. They say the spring is coming, that the buried things will grow, but they don't see me sinking underneath this drift of snow. No amount of fire and no amount of tea can fix the way the shivering has taken hold of me, yeah. Your coat, with a jagged piece of ice sticking in my throat. The wind cuts through my sweater like I'm made of paper thin. Since I haven't got your arms to keep the shivering from coming in, I'm walking through the snowfall, just a ghost in a remote, frozen world of winter without your coat. My breath is turning into clouds, but you're not there to see. The white is turning into gray, and the ice is catching me. So cold, so blue, a winter without your coat.